Hello, dear friends. Welcome back. In this week's Torah portion, we read about the service of Yom Kippur. And the highlight of the service is the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, who would go into the Holy of Holies, and he would bring an offering which was a special incense, a mix of a variety of different spices, and he would place it on the Ark of the Covenant. That was the service. This incense would create, it was burning, so it would create a smoke that would go up. But it's difficult to understand. This is like the highlight of the Yom Kippur service. What was so significant about this offering? There are those who say that the sense of smell is the most refined. It's the most spiritual of all others. And the reason for this is because when the Torah describes the first sin, the sin of eating the fruit of knowledge, all the senses are mentioned except for the sense of smell. It talks about the fact of Acharei ha'isha, that she saw the fruit were beautiful. It's a sense of sight. She took of the fruit. It's a sense of touch. It talks about the sense of taste, of eating the fruit. Then they heard God. You have the sense of hearing. But the sense of scent is not mentioned. And that's why it was unaffected by sin. And so it's a much more refined sense. But still, what's so significant about this offering? And so Chassidus explains that what was unique about this mix of spices, the incense that was brought as an offering, was that some of them were either simple woods and herbs that had no real special scent. There was one, in fact, the chelbana, which had a very difficult and putrid smell. But the trick here was that when you mixed all the different types together, then it would produce the most beautiful scent. The Talmud says that a bride getting married in Jerusalem would not need to put on perfume, because the whole Jerusalem benefited from the scent, from the aroma, the magnificent aroma of the incense offering. So what this represents is that at times we're less than perfect, we do something wrong. The trick is to know how to transform it into good, to use it as the catalyst for growing and becoming better. This is the secret of the Ktoret, taking something which in and of itself is less than perfect or completely negative, and mixing it, creating this transformation. This is what gives God the greatest pleasure. And that explains the Ktoret. Be well and have a Shabbat Shalom.